let's go ahead and get to our topic. Who will be the breakout star in 2021? I'm going to I'm going to go first. I'm going to be selfish here, and I'm going to go first, and then we can bounce around. And I done lost my damn paper. See, Tommy, you got me tore up. I'm throwing my papers everywhere and everything else. Good Lord,
Didn't
Janet.
take much.
I think last week. Calm down, Covey Cole. Calm down. We're okay. We're all friends here. Tommy don't mean it. He loves you. Okay, we're good. Woosah. Woosah.
Just keep telling yourself that. Yeah.
Hey, you give me my show. You paid all kind of money for my show and my belt, bro. You can say what you want.
That's right.
I know you love me.
Oh,
Anyway,
you're
Breakout
right,
Star
you're right.
2021. I think we seen him in a showcase last week on Dynamite, and I think that it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Hopefully, we can get rid of Marco Stunt because that's really holding Jurassic Express back. But Jungle Boy, man, I think Jungle Boy in 2021 is going to really put out a lot of great matches and great work. I mean, just the short time he's been on TV, just the year they've been doing it. I mean, his work's gotten so much better, so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy,
I agree.
Everybody agrees with me, Tommy. You're not going to argue with me again?
No,
Okay, buddy.
he was actually on my list.
What the hell's going on here? We got another chicken in the house. Beck's chick says,
Whoa.
bless Tommy. He can't help it. He wears a toboggan sitting in his house. I love it. I love it. You right, Bex. You right. Crazy ass.
Is the toboggan the toque?
The tube.
The
No,
hat?
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be blinded by my bald spot, or I'd
Well, I'm
be
sure
like,
mine
Jason.
off. I ain't scared. Brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
Okay, because a toque is a sled in Canada, so that was kind of lost on me a little bit.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
We call it a beanie in New York, not a toboggan.
All right.
And we call
Oh,
it a toque.
Beanie Boy. Or
Beanie
Boggin Boy.
Yes,
Who is your pick for Breakout Star in 2021?
I've got one name, and I seen him on his. I think it's like his third or fourth match. Where'd he go? He disappeared.
Don't worry about me.
In his third or fourth indie match, I know you're gonna call me the indie darling here. But the more I see him, the better he gets, and that's Brian Pillman Jr. I think he'll end up. He's getting better and better every time I see him. That match I seen him, he faced a guy named Bruce Gray that you might be familiar with.
Oh, Mr.
It was
DDT, yeah.
Yeah, that match, Bruce had to carry him that match, and then now watched him Wednesday night, and he looked good. I think he'll
I think if
have
he-
a really.
I think if he keeps up his work on being the elite too, with his promo skills and stuff, that will really help as well. I think that's the beauty of being the elite is it gets people a chance to try out new things and see what works and see what doesn't.
John, I'll let you touch on that, and then I gotta get on Tommy's ass again.
All right, so Brian Pillman Jr. I've been a fan of his since he started. In fact, cheap plug here, go check out my podcast, Cheap Heat and Cheap Pops. I had him on when he only had 4 or 5 matches in the business, and he had just hurt his knee for the first time. If you want to hear the improvement in him, go listen to him on the interview, and go listen to what he's doing now on Being the Elite, on AEW, on MLW. Brian Pillman Jr. is getting better and better each week, and I like this tag team, the Varsity Bronze with him and Griff Garrison. I think they could be some breakout stars in 2021. But they're not my pick.
I love you all very, very, very much, especially you, Tommy.
Oh Lord! Oh God! Here we go.
I think booking has screwed Brian Pillman Jr. for 2021 and the foreseeable future. Nothing against Chris Jericho 2.0 or Scruff McGriff or whatever the hell his name is.
Lenny Lane 2.0.
Yeah, Buddy Lane. There you go. That too.
Yeah, I accept that.
I love Brian Pillman Jr. I got the chance to meet him here in Beckley. Nice guy. But I don't think 2021's his year. I'm just being honest here. I'm not being mean, Tommy. Don't start throwing toboggans or tubes or whatever the hell else Sonny wants to throw over there. I might be wrong. I mean, that may surprise me, but is he getting more of a shine on MLW, John? Or is he kind of in the background on MLW right now, too?
He's kind of waiting out his contract with MLW from what I've seen, but they're still booking him in there. He's had a title run for a little bit, I think, at one point. I'm not a big follower of MLW, but when I see his stuff on there, he's gotten a lot better, but I think he's just waiting out his time so he can go full-time to AEW.
Fair enough. I mean, I could be
he
wrong.
was
Go ahead, Tom.
OVW champion for a while, too. I think he just gave up the title to go to AEW.
Look.
Yeah, he couldn't do the commitments.
OVW is not what it was back in the late 90s. I mean, it's not. OVW is not a stamp of approval for me anymore like it used to be. I mean, it's still a thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it's not as. Man, I'm gonna have so many people hating me after hearing me talk all this shit.
Well, I mean, Al Snow's doing his best with it. I mean,
yeah, he's doing his collar and elbow thing up there. I mean, he's doing great.
Yeah.
But you can only do so much with it. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
Okay. Let's move on to Mrs. Canada, Sonny Salem. Who do you think is going to be the top breakout star in 2021? And please tell me it's not somebody from Impact.
It most definitely is. It
Shocker.
most definitely is. Exactly. But honestly, I'm going to go with Chris Bay. I think he's really great.
Who?
He reminds Chris Bay.
Are you saying crispy with an accent?
No.
Chris Bay?
No, Chris Bay.
That's what Randy Orton was a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. But he reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels. Not his athletic ability. He's really good, but he's more of a high flyer. But he's cocky and arrogant, and he can back it up. Honestly, like, I see him going far.
Now, see, this sounds like a guy that I might enjoy watching, Sonny. I might check him out.
He's excellent.
As soon as he gets on a real wrestling show, I'll look into him.
Oh, God.
Then you'll be missing out. I mean, he calls himself One Shot Bay. And, I mean, you believe it every time he goes in the ring. Like, he could take anybody. And you never really know. And I like that kind of booking.
What's this guy's stats? Is he tall, short, fat, built? I mean...
he's a high flyer. Typical build for all the X Division guys.
Okay.
He floats in between the X Division and the main roster, which I like because he's really good. Like, he's really versatile. And he was voted the one to watch in Impact's year-end awards in 2021.
Okay, so you got to watch him. And then you got to let Private Party come in and beat two of the best tag team wrestlers of all time. Get the hell out of here, Impact. Kenny Dunn, I got to rewind a little bit. Kenny Dunn says, speaking of the belt, talking about my Royal Ramble Championship here, he said, when are you guys going to do another trivia contest for it? This is my belt. You can't have my belt, Kenny. We ain't never do no contest again. It's mine.
Wait a minute, who bought it?
Don't you yell at me, Tommy Thomason.
I didn't raise my voice, John Covey Cole.
What's Christopher talking about in the chat there, Wangland?
You got to go check out Cheap Heat and Cheap Pops because on our weekly WCW watch-alongs,
I didn't get a listen this week.
What's that?
I didn't get a listen this week. I don't even remember if I listened last week yet or not.
We didn't get WCWs in last week, but we'll have it out this upcoming week here. So you got to check it out. Chris is not a big fan of Nick Patrick. He has a love-hate relationship with him. And, it pisses me off every week that he disparages the great name of Nick Patrick.
Hey,
I'd love to do that. Do a watch along with you.
Here on the Royal Ramble years ago, a couple years ago, we did a watch along to Battle Bowl, 1991, I think it was. I'd never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the hardest damn things I've ever had to watch in my life.
Right.
Some of it is, I'm telling you.
Yeah. John, it's your turn, big guy.
All right.
You're not
Mine's an
picking
easy pick.
crispy. You're not picking extra crispy. And you're not
Nope.
picking Jungle Boy. So who
Nope.
do you think is going to be the breakout star in 2021?
No doubt about it. It's going to be the hashtag Spanish God himself. And I should know because I'm the hashtag Scandinavian God right here. But it's going to be my protege, Sammy Guevara. That kid is fantastic. Just love what he's doing week in and week out. Watch his YouTube channel too. It's absolutely hilarious. This kid is a star. I love Sammy Guevara. And if you want to see how good he's got, go back and watch the first press conference for AEW. He was the worst. And I ripped on him about it for a long time. And he proved me and so many people wrong week after week, in my opinion. And Sammy Guevara is going to be breaking out in 2021.
You're not wrong. Sammy Guevara was on my short list. He almost made it number one for me. The stuff he's been doing with MJF and the Inner Circle in the last month or two, I mean, it's just babyface all over him.
All over him.
If he can stay healthy.
FYI, Sammy Guevara had a match on Impact years ago.
Did he really?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Sonny, did I ever tell you about the time I went and watched TNA when they come to town here in Beckley, West Virginia?
No.
Probably one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me in my life. This is no bullshit. This is straight shoot here. We went to the show, me and my wife, we went to the show. She could care less about wrestling. She was just humoring me, you know what I mean? So we went to the show. Jeff Hardy was there. Kurt Angle was there. A couple other people, yada, yada, yada. Fast forward to the next morning, we were going to get my children from my ex-wife. Before we went, we stopped off at Cracker Barrel, which is a breakfast store here. I don't know if you guys have them in Canada. Mm-hmm. We stopped at Cracker Barrel to have breakfast. We go in, sit down. Tommy, I don't even know if I told you this story.
I don't remember the story.
Walk in, sit down. As soon as we start eating, in walks Kurt Angle. Sits right beside of me. Sit and had breakfast with Kurt Angle. Talked to him for about an hour and a half.
Amazing.
My son kept calling me. I was like, Dad, when you coming? I'm like, I'll be here in a minute, buddy. I'll be here in a second.
Wow.
But yeah,
Did he
I
buy
met Kurt Angle at Impact in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada here. And actually, I got in the ring with him, and no joke, I accidentally stepped on his foot, and I guess I stepped on it pretty hard, and he, was so pissed at me. And,
did he give you an angle
but
slam?
he was friendly after. He didn't, but, the look on his face, and, I was like, oh, my. And, he felt bad, and, I felt bad, and then we took some pictures. But that was the beauty of TNA back in the day, was that, I got to meet America's Most Wanted, Gail Kim, Christian, AJ, all in one night.
That was the second TNA show I went to. The first one I went to, I bought that package that Borash was selling, and I got to meet a couple people. I got to meet Mick Foley. I still remember to this day meeting the Pope, and I thought he was the biggest motherfucking asshole I'd ever met in my life. And then it dawned on me. Oh, he's working his gimmick. Calm down, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back when Impact was good.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Hey, Kenny
Gotta
Dunn.
believe.
This is probably the same show that I was talking about. He said he talked to Matt Morgan and the Pope in Beckley Walmart. Was the Pope nice to you, Kenny? Because he was a dick to me.
Well, that's an easy thing to do, though.
What do you mean, Tommy? I'm a nice guy.
Hey, when you sit there saying your wife is humoring you, I'm thinking when you humored her long enough, but
Ooh.
I'll give you an A for effort. Nice try there, little buddy. You want to start telling big boy jokes, you come on over. We'll tell some big boy jokes. Thanks for my belt.
Oh, you're welcome.
You guys ready for the announcement of next? Oh, Kenny Dunn said he was a dick. Good deal. Glad it wasn't just me, Kenny.
That's cool.
I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys know what's on the docket for next week.
Yay.
Once again, our Eli designer, Graphic Brazil. That was for you, Tommy. Our graphic designer, Eli Brazil, made this graphic. So once again, his answer is the flyer. So don't hate on me. If you got some hate you want to throw out, throw it to Tommy. Next week on the show, we are going to be discussing who is the most overrated talent of all time. And as you can see, Eli has got a problem with Hulkamania, brother.
Oh, man.
I don't agree with you, Eli, but it's an amazing graphic, as always, my dude.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Eli. Oh,
wow. That just scared me.
Hold on 1 second here.
Oh, God. Are you going to get Hulk Hogan's leg?
Eli,
Oh, wow.
tell you something, brother. Making that graphic is bullshit because this is the greatest ever right here. And if you're not down with the NWO and Hulkamania, Eli, I don't know what to say for you, buddy.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
Don't even
Tommy.
make me break out more Hulk Hogan merchandise because I got a shit ton of it. Because he's the greatest ever.
The first episode I ever had 3 or 4 years ago, John. I'm gonna have to call this back so we can discuss it here on the show. But the question I put out for the Ramblers was, who had more of an impact on the wrestling business, Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin? Don't answer that now because we're going to call back to that later on in the season.
All right.
We might pull that out and discuss it because I'd like to get your
Oh, yeah.
opinion on that. But Tommy, I'll take back every mean thing I've said to you tonight. If you come pick me up in the morning and take me to New York to get that fella right there's Hollywood Hulk Hogan merchandise because I want some, brother.
I tell you
I've
what,
been wanting to get that Hollywood Hulk Hogan brawling buddy for years.
He might even talk sometimes if next time maybe I'll
Oh,
let him talk.
I know how they work. I got a Sting and a Kevin Nash floating around here somewhere. I want a Hollywood Hogan. That's the Tony Schiavone one that does that. He squeezes his little earring and it's Sting.
Well, my Stinger collection is for another day then, John.
I'm excited now. Now I want to do a show within a show here on the Royal Ramble and talk about all your damn gear over there.
This is
that's
the
cool.
Mr. Sacco I pulled out is from Mick Foley, by the way.
Was it stuffed in his
nice.
underbritches?
I don't know, but there is a big brown stain on it right here, as you can see.
Oh, dear.
I'd straight up asked him, Mr. Foley, could you put that in your underbritches there for me, please, sir?
No, I got that. A friend got that for me last year, so I was always because I'm a huge Mick fan, but I got cool
to meet
collectibles.
Mick, TNA's. I got to meet Mick for TNA's first run through town here years and years ago. Nice guy. Very quiet. Was a lot quieter than I expected.
Very, very nice guy. Very generous guy, and really cool dude.
I met him when they had wrestling here at the high school in Princeton, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. He's wrestling as Cactus Jack at Smoky Mountain Wrestling and was helping selling merchandise because I bought a sweatshirt off of him.
Hey, that's what's up. Here's a little something a lot of people don't know. Did you know Mick Foley's first match was in West Virginia?
Polka.
Really?
In Polka, West Virginia.
And they wrestled at the high school where their mascot is the polka dot. It was
True
a
story.
big.
I can't believe you didn't get a pop for that, Tommy. Thank you, Sonny.
Literally pop, but yeah, it's a 7-Up dot is their mascot. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
All
judge
right.
us, okay? Don't, all of us West Virginians don't do dumb shit like that, okay? So don't judge us. Shut up, John. Don't do it.
We're the
It's a true
Spartans
thing,
over
Oak.
here.
You
You
know
guys,
it.
my area, we're the Spartans, and you guys are the polka dots.
I was a Tiger.
Tigers are our rivals up here, and we kick their ass every year, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a
We got to
Rambler.
play the Beavers every year as our rivals.
Hey, John, I'll throw something out here. Kenny was asking about trivia, right?
Yeah.
So when we do trivia down the road, I'll put up one of my best collectibles, one of my favorite ones that I have. I'll put it up against anybody that I'll whoop their ass in trivia.
Whoa.
Well.
Whoa.
This was the first year we have not did it. I don't know if you've seen past episodes or not, but typically every year we do what I call the Royal Ramble Rumble. It's where I have multiple people and we do a trivia contest, and you get 3 wrong, you're eliminated from the contest, yada, 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 yada. That's why this belt was invented, to be defended in that. We do a Ramble in the Bank sometimes, kind of the same concept. And then every now and again, you got people in chicken suits showing up at your freaking house trying to win belts.
Well, I'm telling you, John,
Tommy?
I'm so confident in my ability to beat anybody out there in trivia that I'm willing to put up I'll put up one of my favorite figures that I have in collectibles.
Well, I want you to know this, that I had another gentleman on the show here before that was very adamant that he could beat everybody in trivia. So I made sure to put him in one of our competitions, and he got beat.
I'll just say this: the last person that called me out on trivia, I'll just say this, John. I did it on a show for the guys over on Into the Lab, and I went up against a bunch of people over there. I think 10 people we had on it. Nobody touched me. It was that easy. It was.
Well, have you looked in the mirror lately? Of course they didn't freaking touch you.
Flawless victory. That's what we do in New York here. We win. We're winners here. All right. So I'll even throw up one of my favorite things. So there you go.
Only if you sing for me when you get them. You got to great. These are a few of my favorite things. Sonny, are you any good at trivia?
I am actually.
I'm gonna fuck all y'all up.
I go to lots of wrestling trivia nights here up at the bars in town, but my team usually sucks because
it's all in good
I
fun.
usually have to carry the weight. No one knows anything.
How far back can you go, Wangland?
I could go in the 70s and 80s probably, maybe even a little bit farther back there. But my best era is the 80s on up. But I could go a little bit in the 70s maybe.
I missed this comment earlier, but I got to throw it back out there. Your buddy Chris said Nia Jax had the biggest impact on the business.
Yeah, Chris has a crush on Nia Jax, very much so. Yep.
Okay, Chris. To each their own, I suppose. The way I did the trivia,
business.
the way I did the trivia the last time is I made it completely fair. I had some easy questions and some difficult questions, and I had them all numbered. And then when it come time for that person to answer a question, I would have them tell me a number. Whatever number that was the question that I read. And like I said, dude drew some shitty numbers. One of the questions were like, I can't even remember. It was like from back in the 40s and shit.
Well, shit, let's not go that far back.
Yeah.
What was it? The ECW smart guy?
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
It was. You know exactly who it was, Tommy.
And he missed an ECW question.
He did. I got in his head, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think too much. Anyway, guys, next week on the show, we are going to be discussing who is the most overrated talent of all time. Eli says Hulkamania, brother. I'm anxious to see if anybody has. Oh, there he is again. You can squeeze her nose too, John. He does. If you squeeze his nose, he blows out a snot rocket. It's all the time we have for today, guys. We've been here long enough. I'll leave you alone. It's been fun. It's been real. Tommy, it ain't been real fun. Yeah, it has. Who am I bullshitting? I can't work like that. It's been a great time. I really appreciate you guys tuning in every week with me, talking bullshit, putting up with my Roman Reigns fandom. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh Lord, yeah, that's the tough part of this show. But
I can't believe you wearing a beanie in the house, Tommy. Or
Well,
toboggan in the
Becca-
house.
Hey,
Your toboggan,
now,
come on.
now, Becca is the one you're going to have to try to recruit to play softball. Tell her she needs to move over to this area and play softball with us.
Oh, yeah, let's tell somebody, hey, you should move over here. Sonny, you should move down here and play softball with us.
Yeah,
That'd be
Sonny
great.
can play softball with us. John Wanglin, he plays softball with us.
I'd love to, man. That would be great.
Hey, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad at me, Tommy, when I beat him in trivia and win his Hulk Hogan there off of him.
So who's going to read the questions off?
buddy.
Somebody I can get to work for me to make sure I win. I don't know who yet.
I'll read the questions.
You do have a
in my
proven-
toboggan.
Hey, you do have a proven track record to take care of me, Tommy. That is the fact. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Tommy, you got any final thoughts before we go, bud?
I'm just glad to be here. You know, I love y'all guys. You guys rock. Ramble on. See you next week.
Wow, it's you're so enthusiastic. You're so believable. I love you guys. It's amazing. Yay. Sonny, give me a little bit more energy than that. You got any final thoughts?
No, it's been a blast as always. Check out all of our shows on Cheap Heat and Cheap Pops. We got a lot of stuff coming out lately, guys, so check it out.
Mr. I'm going to lose to John Covey Cole at Trivia Wanglin. You got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
It's cold as hell out here. It's, that's a not bad analogy there. It's just cold. It's miserable out here. So I like to try to be positive, but man, it's just cold. This snow needs to stop. No, it's been a fun time as always, guys. I know we went over tonight, but we had a blast doing it, and love doing the Ramble each week with you guys. It's always a lot of fun.
Really
Highlight of my week.
It's mine too. I quit doing it for a while, and I forgot how much I missed it until we started doing it again. And of course, it's fun right now for me because it's WrestleMania season. It's my favorite time of the year. I'm like a kid around Christmas. WrestleMania is coming, and I know without a shadow of a doubt the WWE gonna do something to piss me off like they always do. But I'm still hopeful. It's gonna be a good year.
And this is a fun group. I like working with you guys.
I like working with two of them. I mean, some of
You got to love Tommy a little bit more there, John. Come on, he got you that belt back.
I got you your show back. Got you your belt back. Relieved you of pitching.
Yeah, but you wear the damn toboggan in the house, brother. All right, guys, we're out of here. We will see you guys next Tuesday. For Sonny Salem, Tommy Thomason, John Wanglin, I'm your Royal Ramble champion, John Covey Cole. Until next time, guys, ramble on.
Ramble on.